That didn't work. I was trying to whistle with my fingers. Thank you, everyone. Calm down. Everyone stop. I know it's been a long time. Coming. Guys, we are back at it again with the Your Merch Matters podcast. The print. Welcome, everyone, to the Print Theory podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to the Print Theory podcast.
Can you tell it's been a little while since we've done this? Welcome, everyone listening. And we are here. It has been months since we have done an episode, but we're back. We're starting up again. We are feeling it. And we've had a lot of changes here in our shop to our team with machines. Or I was trying to get it's a rhyme or something. Teams, machines. Didn't work. But
dreams, machines.
Dreams, teams, and machines, baby. That's what we're doing here. Anyways.
Season 3? No.
Is this season 3?
I know, I'm just saying.
And screens.
Yo.
What?
Dreams, machines, teams, and screens.
Ooh, like screens?
In the meantime.
I see what you did there. There you in the screen time. Isn't that what you...
in the meantime, it's screen time.
There it is.
Ooh, bars. Okay, so with us today, we have one of the newest additions to our Print Theory team. I want you all to give a big, warm welcome to Matthew Hernandez.
Thank you.
Matt,
Glad to be here.
Say what's up.
What's up, everyone? I'm Matthew Hernandez, and I'm one of the new sales reps here at Print Theory.
Yeah, let's go.
Sales rep, office actor.
Sales rep / Emmy Award winning.
Hey, those comment sections were going.
I
man,
know, that
bro.
was such a good video.
I haven't seen so much engagement.
No, that was fun.
Dang. My time has come to an end, and I had to pass the baton off to someone. And no better person. I'm just kidding.
It was funny because all morning, just hear my mom replaying the video in the living room. I can hear her and my dad just laughing at it.
That is awesome.
You know what my favorite part was? When you were like this, and then you looked at the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my dad, he's like, "Oh, you got that from Pee Wee Herman, huh?" I was like, he hasn't seen The Office. He
said the Pee Wee.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's from The Office. He's like, no, Pee Wee Herman did it first. Don't forget that. He loves Pee Wee Herman.
He said, "What do you mean The Office?"
Yeah. But yeah, they just keep replaying it all over and over again.
You're gonna go home and she's
If
gonna be like,
everybody leaves it on repeat on their phone for like 10 days, it'll get like 50,000 views.
man, the stats are going wild.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, why is our views so high, but our engagement? What the heck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, Matt, we are so glad to have you on the team. It has been fun to have some fresh blood in here, some new eyes, and just a kind of new personality to add to our team, which we have a unique team already. And so you were a good addition. It's been fun. So tell us a little bit about you, where you come from, how you know us, and how you've known us, because some of you guys may not know. We've known Matt for a while.
Yeah.
So go for it, Matt.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Selma.
Oh gosh, I don't mean to go there. I was born at Selma Community Hospital. It was a long, cold night.
It was a long, cold night. But I'm from Selma. I went to church with you guys. Nate my whole life. Brandon was my youth pastor. Towards
wild.
Yeah. that's what you were saying.
He's just growing his own salespeople now, folks.
He's farming our own sales department, guys. Let's go.
Brandon was praying for me when I was younger, and
I was
like,
hard.
Be one of my sales reps.
Saying, Lord, bless him in the next 7 years. I'm just praying for it to turn full circle.
Yeah, Brandon was my youth pastor my last 3 years with Echoes Youth when he transferred Fireproof to Echoes Youth, and that was really fun during the COVID era.
And the COVID era was very interesting.
Off the chain.
Yeah. Then Sarah and Dan, my last 2 years at New Hope, you guys came in and Dan led worship, and you guys were there. So, but Nate, I knew Nate probably the longest my whole life. Nate was my neighbor for 10 years,
up until you guys moved.
Yeah, right next door. So
literally neighbors.
Yeah, and then I just met Dan and Christine, little Dan and Christine, working here, and yeah, they're awesome.
Okay, so I want to know how you actually. I kind of know. Tell the people how you came to find out about this position.
Oh yeah, so I was working at Verizon for about 3 months with sales because I wanted to get into the sales world, just in general. Mm-hmm. It's a great opportunity in the sales world, and I was at a school before this. Loved that school. Had to move on from there because I wanted to grow personally, learn new trades. So I went to Verizon, and I loved it. It was cool. I worked with my two best friends, but I know something was missing there. It wasn't really like the work environment I like to be in.
Too quiet. Those stores are always so quiet. Everyone's so secretive about their phone bill.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't let them know your price.
It's a scandal.
They came in to talk to me, and they're like, "Why do you need to know my price? Because I'm your sales rep. Like, I don't. Why, you don't want me to help you? I would get yelled at a lot. But
why are you asking for my phone? You're turning it in for a new phone.
Exactly. And
don't be reading my text messages.
No, for real. Then I was there for about 3 months, learning the sales world, slowly but surely. But I knew there was like something missing within me in there. It just didn't feel right. Didn't feel where God wanted me to be there longest. And I remember being like very stressed, like, oh, man, like I'm not really happy here at all. I just love working with my two best friends, but I'm not happy here.
He's like, I don't know if this is worth it. Yeah. I love you guys, but I don't know if this was worth it.
Yeah. Then I remember being in a season of praying hard, going into like a new young adults group and praying like, Lord, if this isn't for me, please, like, give me...
Rip it from me, Lord.
Get me out of here.
In the next 2 days, please, because I'm done.
In the next 2 days.
I am tired. So, so I saw Brandon post the first time that, hey, I'm Brandon. I'm looking for a new sales rep. So I was like, whoa, okay. I was like...
He said, Lord?
I was like, Lord...
is that you?
Is that you?
But I'm the type where... Lord, like, slap it in my face. I need to know because I don't know if it's you. If it's you, it's you. But in the back of my mind, I don't know. Like, Lord.
That's over here like Gideon, just like, Lord, if it really is you, let there be dew in the morning.
No, that's how it was. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait on it, pray a little bit more about it. Then I believe like 2 weeks later, you reposted it again. And I just reached out to you. I was like, hey, Brandon. That sales rep position.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Actually, I do remember you. You texted me in the middle of the night. You asked me questions. And I was, or not in the middle of the night, but I think I responded in the middle of the night. Yeah. And you were just asking questions about it. I didn't know you were like really, really interested. But yeah, that was fun. Okay,
but he hoped.
Yeah.
He hoped.
I kind of did hope. I was like,
it was like.
You were asking like, what does it look like? Yeah. What do you do? What's the industry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because.
I'm just going to find it. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep talking. We're going to find that.
That was more of the, all right, Lord, this is like your clear, hey, it's
down the street.
Let's do it. Yeah, do it. It's down the street. You don't have to drive all over Fresno. And
it's no fun driving that Mustang. It's no fun.
No, it's...
Short drives are better.
Yeah, I love my short drives. Then me and Brandon were going back and forth, and he was giving me a little bit more information. And he's like, hey, just... I believe he said, yeah, apply and see where it goes. So I applied, had to make that 1 minute selfie video of introducing me to you guys. And it was like the longest 1 minute video I ever took in my life. It was so hard.
Okay, how many tries? Because we have a thing at Print Theory, when since we've started doing it, the people who have been hired on, how many times did it take you to reshoot that video, that 1 minute video about yourself?
It took me like 8 tries and like an hour of like editing the video.
An hour of editing.
It's all chopped.
No, it is.
That is awesome.
It is. And I had to get like different opinions. Like, hey, does this video look good? Because I don't know if it's too choppy. But you guys got back to me like the next day, like, hey, let's set up an interview for Wednesday. I was like, okay, sweet. So I remember coming in, and the first thing I saw was the Lego Millennium Falcon. I was like,
he said, I'm home.
This is it.
This is it.
I'm home.
Gotta be it.
This has to be it. I was like, there's no way. They have a big Star Wars Lego piece, and I want to work here. So we had that interview. Then you guys called me that same day. I went to work, and you guys called me, and I answered the phone. And my friend that got me the job there was working there, And I was like, gave him a hug. I said, appreciate it. And this is my
Deuces as he's walking backwards. He's just slow the door out.
I said, this is my last day. See you later. But no, yeah. I let him know because he's more of like, he was like my supervisor kind of. And he's like, hey, man, I'm happy for you. That's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. So that's
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it.
I have your Instagram on January 3rd. You said, Happy New Year's. Is it cool if I have your number again? I have a quick question for you. And so I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then later on, you text me. And then you start asking, is it sales rep? Is it hourly? Is it commission? Do you need sales experience? Sorry for the questions. Don't be sorry. I've been thinking about this for a while, but have been kind of hesitant, nervous to ask questions. Like and we went on and we had a conversation of all this stuff. And I didn't give it much more thought than answering the questions. Just like, yeah, you can learn whatever you need, whatever answers I can give on it. And then I remember being in here, and then Sarah was like, "Did you see Matt? Like little Maddie applied?" And I was like, I don't know who you're talking about. And then she's like, Matthew Hernandez. And I was like, oh, wait, that makes sense. I was like, because he was texting me about it. And then we all watched your video right there on that computer.
You guys did on the Big Mac?
We blew it up on the Big Mac. And then we were like, everybody come take a look. What do you think?
It was cool.
I recorded the video in my room, like put all my clothes on the side. And
oh my gosh.
Put the camera up.
He just chucked his clothes behind the camera.
Wash and you don't
my bed of clothes that we're talking about never makes into
the pile in the room. But it's clean. It's clean. But it's just not folded.
It's not folded. No.
Man, that is funny. So, and now we have you. And then we hired you pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then so you've had probably one of the most unique first 2 weeks of working here. You were our first additional sales rep, kind of client rep, besides Nate stepping into sales and stuff, but he's always in a lot of our content. But you are first, beside me, like our secondary sales hire, and then for you to get hired right around literally the week before we started, or we did the World Ag Expo.
Yeah.
So run me through your first week and a half to 2 weeks.
Yeah, we threw him to the fire. We're like, Matt, get out there and just hand out cards. Tell people your name.
So first day was fun. I come in, Brandon's like, all right, let's go Maiden Voyage. We get coffee. I was like, oh, sweet, coffee.
Oh yeah, that was right when he came in. I was like, "Come with me. We're going to Maiden Voyage."
Yeah, I was like, okay. So we go get the coffee. It was fun. We were talking. He's giving me like the scoop of what goes around, who everybody is,
what comes around.
Yeah. Then you guys had the laptop already, so you guys gifted me the laptop. Thank you so much.
It's not a gift. It's a company property.
Company property.
Yeah. And you signed waivers. So I'm just kidding.
It's pretty cool, though.
No, yeah.
It is really cool.
No, 100%. So you're teaching me like the scoop around. I think I started like on a Wednesday. It was a Monday. So that first week you were just giving me the scoop of like Printavo and all the SKUs and
what was like running through your mind?
I was like,
be honest, Matt. Don't filter it.
I was like, this is different from phones for sure.
This is different.
There's so many SKUs.
Yeah, it took me 3 months to understand the phone business.
You want the 15 or the 16 or the Pro?
Literally. Then all the SKUs and what people liked and the different types of businesses that come through the shop, whether it's agriculture, construction, schools, sports teams. Each company has their own style that they like. So it's understanding all that. Then you took me along to your deliveries. So I met some of your clients, some of your bigger clients, introducing them, and you're saying this is, you'll be hearing from Matt more often. Went to Fowler.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we went to Fowler, and we delivered. It was a bag.
Fremont Elementary. Shout out Micah.
We delivered a bag drop for him.
Yeah,
and we're supposed to be in and out real quick.
It was supposed to be in and out.
I was like, hey, want to show me how to pop up this bag drop? And I was like, this is my first time opening up a bag drop. I was like, we'll figure it out together.
Yeah, Mike was like, do you just show me how to set it up? And we're like,
Brandon's
In
like,
here?
no problem.
I'm like, in here? And he was like, yeah, we'll just take it out here. And then I remember walking out, and then we're walking, and he's like, let's just walk down the hallway kind of right here. And I remember, and I was like, Matt, I haven't set up a thing it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while since we set up one of these, so we're just going to rock and roll with it. We were like, I was on my back doing the tension fabric, trying to zip it.
Yeah, we were trying to get it down, and Michael was just watching. I was like, man, this is good.
It's just like, just watching.
And then you guys are like, yeah, we did it.
This is my first day.
Trying to make it look easy, and we're on your hand. I'm all on my back, and then I'm like, it's pretty easy, actually. You just
Couldn't get the zipper underneath, but yeah,
It's actually way easier than this. I'm just making it look harder for you guys.
no, yeah. Then that first week was just learning. Then second week comes on, and like, hey, you guys are going to the World Ag Expo. I was like, oh, I went there when I was in 7th grade. Like, it's pretty fun. Then Brandon's like, yeah, I'll get here probably around like 5:15 in the morning.
Me here at 5:15 in the morning.
It's like 5:15. He's like, yeah, gates open at 7. Want to be there by like 6:45. I was like, okay. 5:15, second week.
It's all day long.
Let's go. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we're gonna be there from 7 to about 4:30 when it closes. I was like, okay. Then I've been to Tulare a couple times, but I swear that was like the longest drive ever from Tulare.
Me, Matt, and Nate were in the cars, and Matt would be in the back. It'd be silent. Just tired.
They probably thought
And there
I
was 3 days of it, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there 3 days
Yeah.
of it?
It was 3 days of it. Then I thought it would be a good idea to wear my boots the second day, not realizing it was like an 8-9 hour, 12-hour shift out there. So I was in
Why
my
do you think I was not wearing boots?
I was in my boots for 12 hours. Then I was like, next day I'm not gonna wear boots, so I wear my my Dunks again. Then it was the rainy day.
Then it rains.
So my socks were all soaked all
Oh,
day.
no.
Then I found some company that was giving out ponchos. So I was like, I'm sorry, Print Theory, I gotta get this poncho.
He had the poncho on, and he's ready. I just need to get food. I'm so hungry. Just pouring rain outside.
No, but that was honestly a fun experience. At the World Expo, met a lot of people, connected with a lot of people, and I felt like me, Brandon, and Nate got close because we were just us three in a small booth and
Oh, yeah.
selling.
Selling, eating jerky, talking, meeting a lot of people.
Sweet jerky.
Sweet jerky. I grabbed a lot of jerky.
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
did.
lie. I probably spent over $200 on jerky in a day, and I ate
he's
it.
not lying.
I'm not lying, and I ate it probably within a day and a half, like all of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
He likes beef
I
jerky.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Jack Links sponsor us. Actually, no, not Jack Links. Jerky. Jack Links, get out of here.
Jerky.
Anyways, let's move on. I got a couple other questions. Okay, so serious question. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
After these past 3 months, because you're on your
Fourth.
you're in your 4th month. Oh my gosh, why couldn't I count that? After your first full 3 months of training, going to these events, what's the most valuable lesson you've learned so far? If you could dial it into one, what's been the most important or most valuable thing you feel you've learned?
Yeah. Probably not getting like let down or discouraged when you get hung up on or when people say no or you have to leave a voice message because cold calling you get a lot of voice message or going to voicemail. Like when I call someone, I'm like, hey, like I want to see if I can speak to the person in charge of your merchandise and apparel. And it's a lot of
Don't call here again.
yeah. Don't
How'd
call.
you get my number?
Literally. How'd you get my number? I was like, we have a system, but
The black market.
Listen, are you really asking me that? You have a phone, right?
Lead generators.
AI.
I just guessed 7 numbers and
I'm
you.
just
They're
typing
like,
in
honestly,
numbers
I have
here.
no idea who you are. Just call the number.
No, that
That'd be
literally.
kind of smart, actually.
Would be.
Then a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're not in today," or they left for the day. Learning to, hey, just because they're not in today, just call back again and see if they're in again. And doing that, a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, I heard your voicemail." Just because you explained it good that that's not their main focus is merchandise and apparel. So when I had to learn when they get my voice message, it's just another voice message for them, and they might be like, oh, like that's cool, but that's not the first thing on the top of their head. So they forget about me. So it's me calling them back again, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, I was meaning to like I'm interested in what you guys have to offer. I'm glad you called me back, send me an email. So like a lesson is just not giving up and getting discouraged when you get hung up on. Because I don't know if you guys hear me, but I think it was like 2 days ago, and it was I'm all happy, like, hey, like, how you doing?
Hey, I'm looking to speak with the person who handles your merchant apparel.
Happy Wednesday. Then they hang up, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hello, happy Wednesday. Click.
Yeah, and like, we're not interested. Like, man.
Please delete our number from your records.
I was like, this is hello.
You're like, I can't. I have to call you 12 more times.
It's
On
in my campaign.
average, it takes 13 touches to get a cold connection to pull on an order.
Yeah.
So your goal is to hit them 13 times, whether it's email or phone calls, voicemail, text messages, sending a gift, mailing something. 13 times is what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get rejected 12 on average.
On average for every single contact. It is, and so you have to build up that thick skin and like, listen, that's why I say it in my pitch. When I'm meeting in people, I say it in my pitch on the cold call, like, because I believe, like, I know it's not your full-time job.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have to be, but it's ours.
Yeah.
And you just got to build that consistency. And Myron Golden talks about it a lot, and we believe it. And the law of averages. And it's just like, listen, you're going to have a conversion rate, a conversion ratio, and that'll fluctuate but if you know your conversion ratio, then all you got to do is figure out how much activity you need, or you figure out your conversion ratio. Yeah. And then be like, all right, well, if I'm not converting as much, I just need to talk to more people.
Yeah.
And that is, even though it sounds like, oh, dang, that means I got to do 50 more activities or 25 more activities. But it's like, also that takes the edge off a little bit, because it's like, I'm going to convert either way.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to try and get my conversion rate up. I just got to talk to more people.
Yeah.
And as long as we're willing to put in that activity and talk to more people, the sales are going to come.
Yeah.
And it makes it less like this every call. I'm like, I need this sale.
Yeah.
So that when I'm talking to them, I don't get aggressive or pushy. It's just like, hey, I don't want to. Okay, yeah, no worries. Click it.
Just need
Go
the
to next-
conversation.
Yeah.
Just here to have a conversation.
This is like, so you saw the Grit TED Talk with Angela Duckworth.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I was saying about reading the book? So I'm reading the book Grit right now, and the front half of that book it's from her. She's the author. Angela Duckworth is the author of the book, but she was also the speaker in the TED Talk that you watched.
Yeah.
So she said that when she did her study originally, that they went and looked at students at West Point, the ones that would survive Beast Week, or it's not week, it's like 7 weeks. Yeah. And
Beast weeks.
they call it Beast. So they put him through 7 weeks, I think it is, or it's 56 days or something. There's no breaks. It's Sunday through Saturday. And it's just grueling. And they were trying to find a predictor of students that would survive Beast, because you had to survive Beast in order to move through the rest of the curriculum and stay at West Point. It's like the very first thing you have to do there. And so they had all these predictors that they would accept students by, but none of them accurately predicted who would survive Beast. So she came in as the second psychologist to study it. She studies it, and she predicts accurately with only two false positives that would pass. The next year, they accepted students based on that and on her grit scale, and every single person passed. And the very next industry that she took the study to vet whether it was accurate was sales, because sales experiences so much rejection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to be gritty, to take it all the time.
You don't got to do the gritty. You just got to have to be gritty.
You just have to be gritty.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of rejections, but I always tell myself, just keep going and don't be scared to make that phone call. Like, they don't know who you are. So until you prove to them, like, hey,
it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Majority, 9 times out of 10,
yeah.
like they're just hanging up on you because they don't know you.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no ties to you.
Yeah. Because we do it too sometimes.
Well, we do.
Hey, when those
The
scammers,
digitizers.
those digitizers.
The digitizers call us and we say,
tell you
"Oh,
something.
sorry."
Let me tell you something. No, let me tell.
Let me tell you something. Hang
Let me
on.
tell you something.
No, wait. I want to tell you something.
But not gonna lie, when they call, I let them talk a little bit because I'm like, I know how you feel, brother. I know how you feel.
As he's slowly, I know how you feel, brother. Yep, I know how you.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
I thought Kevin's was the best when he said somebody called and was like, "Hey, Kevin, this is a cold call. If you want to hang up, you can't. Go ahead."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay, you got me."
That is kind of true.
I was like, "We should try it just for like a day."
Let's see what conversions we get. Listen, this is a cold call. Please don't hang up, or do. I don't care.
Please.
If you want to hang up, it's okay.
If you want to hurt my feelings, you can go ahead and do that right now.
Might shed a tear, but it's okay. It's okay.
That might. Yeah, it might work. Okay. Okay. I have a quiz for you. Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
Are you
Pop
ready?
quizzes, yeah.
Okay. In this box.
Oh, that's what the box was for.
That's what the box was for. No. In this box, I have something for you. It's a pop quiz. Okay.
Okay.
And I need you to tell me a couple things from it. I'll go easy on you.
Okay.
But you need to, and I need you to give me brand, SKU number, a couple other highlights from this. Okay? So pull it out.
This is how we vet whether he stays or goes.
Oh, shoot. This is his test. Okay.
Oh,
show the
this
camera.
shirt.
Shout out my people at Sweetest Fruits.
Oh man, this is
Let's
one of
go.
my favorite shirts. If you have not seen the Sweetest Fruit shirts, my kids love them.
They're super cool.
We printed them and I was like, shoot, I'm going to have to go buy some of these because
Oh,
they
100%.
are so cool. Go get your Sweetest Fruit stand and pick up some grapefruit too.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that shirt? Tell me a little bit about it.
Comfort Colors.
Okay.
1717.
Okay. That's the SKU number. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta know your SKUs here.
You gotta
That's
know
the
your
one thing,
SKUs
gotta know
here.
your SKUs here.
So that's the one thing they keep
We
telling
should
me.
make a flashcard set for the SKUs.
Ooh,
That would help.
for a hot list. Yeah, we totally can.
Yeah.
100%.
That might help.
Done.
Comes in a lot of different colors. I believe it was 47, sounding nice, but it might be 55.
You confidently tell me on what you think the highlights are on this, and I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay, so highlights: 100% cotton, ring spun cotton.
Good job.
C1717 is a SKU. Comfort Colors, one of my favorite types of t-shirts. Feels good, feels a little looser to it, so that's what I like personally. It comes in a lot of colors.
How heavy is it? Don't fail me now.
It's just like
He's like, he's like,
5.2 ounces.
here, let's cut. Let's do this again. Yeah, where's the? Because I can't do that because that wasn't right. 6.1 ounce.
That was my second guess. You could have gave me like
Okay,
5 more seconds.
what color is that?
This is the ivory.
Close.
Oh, butter. Sorry.
There you
There
go.
you go. There you go.
This is butter. Come on. That's butter. That's butter. Yeah.
He's like, there's too many lights. There's green lights. There's these lights.
The color
can't
is
tell.
not looking right.
Yeah. Then I believe Amy did a 7 color on this one. On this design. It's a back center back print with the left chest one color in the front. So
Do you like these tees?
yes, I love these tees. It's probably like top 3 for me personally. Top 3.
I love Comfort Color tees, and it is one of our best selling tees every single year, just because it is so versatile and it feels so nice, and it doesn't really shrink, even though it's 100% cotton. We like to say it's still 100% cotton.
Yeah.
It's still prone to shrinkage, but
Yeah, but not a lot because
Not
they've
very
already,
at all.
you know, like some people say they pre-shrink cotton,
Yeah.
but this shirt has been garment washed.
Mm-hmm.
So a different process, right? That shirt is made to be like the shirt that you've wore and washed 100 times and you wear it to bed every week because it's so comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how it is out of the box, except, you know, it doesn't have holes around the seams and stuff like your pajama
You're
shirt.
right. I love this t-shirt. It's a really, really fun t-shirt. Okay, we're going to keep testing you. We're gonna keep testing you. Not. Don't worry. Not on here.
Oh, thank
Not
God.
on here. So I think I'm sweating here. We don't got enough time for that, Matt. We're gonna be testing. We're gonna be role playing again next week. But okay, I want to ask real quick, and then we'll kind of end this here. What's everyone excited about this year? It's May. I know we're halfway through the year, but like, what are you excited about? So Matt, I want to ask you, and then Sarah, you can kind of think about it. What are you most excited about this year? Or either if it's something that has already happened, or you're looking forward to, or a goal that you're like, I'm planning on hitting this. Like, what are you most excited about?
Yeah. First and foremost, growing in the company, learning.
Ooh, good answer.
Because there's like we said, there's a lot of SKUs out there to learn. So, hearing Brandon when he goes with me to meetings I set up, and he's like making like the initial introduction to the people that we meet. He's just flowing with all the information that he has, and he's really good about telling me like, dude, don't worry, like it's taken me 2 years to fully understand.
Almost three years.
Yeah, to fully understand all the SKUs.
And I'm still learning.
Yeah,
There's
he's
still
like-
so much to learn.
He's like, don't feel bad if you haven't learned it all in like 3 months, because there's a lot from Nike to Comfort Colors to jerseys to Gildan. There's just so much learning, and I never thought I would be in like this type of industry where t-shirts, garments, so much to remember. But it's really getting easier as we go. Brandon's really good about pop quizzing me, so growing in the company, making sales, growing my AOV.
There you go.
Learning, getting new clients. That's one thing that I want to make, just my name out there and people, because everyone knows Brandon from Print Theory. He's like, they're calling because I have a client sheet lease from Brandon, and it's a whole bunch of clients that he has that he wants me to take on, and I'm calling them. Like, hey, I'm Matthew, the new sales rep. Is Brandon there? Where's Brandon? Did he leave? I'm like, no. Brandon's still here. He's just moving on to different different areas of the company, and I'm taking on his client list a little bit. And so I want people to be like, oh, there's Matthew from Print Theory. There's Matthew from Print Theory.
That's
So,
honestly the funnest. I feel one of the funnest parts, like when you build your client base. Even though we're building it for Print Theory, you're still the face of it, and it's really cool. Like when you have clients now, like I'll just tell you guys, because I get like today, funny enough, we dropped off Fresno Unified stuff at their dual enrollment, their college, their CCR. They're moving to a new building, so everything's kind of crazy over there. But I was dropping off the last of that big order for them, and I texted Shayla, shout out Shayla, Anita, Donna, all them over there at the district, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be heading over to you guys. I'm about 30 minutes away, and she was like, awesome, have you had lunch? And I said, don't worry, like I got to make a couple other stops. And so I get there, and I was like, hey, I brought in the dolly and everything, and it was kind of hot. I was kind of sweating. I don't know why. It was hot outside. I was sweating a little bit, and I'm like dollying it in. I'm putting them.
Used to lifting the heavy
Yeah, I'm
boxes
sorry. I'm just not
these
used to it
days.
anymore. My nails are filed. I'm just kidding. But I go in there, and they're in the conference. Like the lady's like, "Oh yeah, they're in the conference room waiting for you." And I'm like, "Cool." Like I'll drop it off in the conference room. I go there, and they have Chick-fil-A that they're all eating, and then there's an empty seat with a Chick-fil-A bag and a drink, and they're like, "Sit down." And I was like, "I gotta get." And they go, "Sit down."
You're gonna eat that chicken
They
sandwich.
said, "Yeah." That's what she said. She goes, "You're gonna
Good thing
sit
you
down."
like chicken. Can you imagine?
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A. I love
Here's the
Chick-fil-A.
question: if you were allergic to chicken, would you have eaten it? Would you have eaten it anyways?
I mean, that's a hard question.
Slightly
Would you
allergic.
voluntarily kill
Slightly
yourself?
allergic. If you were going to itch a little later.
Oh yeah. If it's like itchy allergy, all day. If it's like need an EpiPen allergy, maybe not. But for Chick-fil-A, man, whew, it was good. And I sat down though I was like, you know what? Yeah. And they're like, eat your food. Don't talk. We'll talk. And I was like, well, that's crazy for me because like I'm usually the one talking, and you guys know everyone's finished for their food and I'm still eating. Yeah. And they were just like talking and hanging out, and it was cool. And they're like, how's your family? All this stuff. And they're like, how's the industry? And we're just hanging out. And then they're like, all right, you guys do you. And I was like, all right, like, what's your Venmo or Cash App? And they're like, we don't have phones. We don't know what it is. And I'm like, come on. And they're just like, no, you guys do so much for us. This is so little. But like to have clients like that where we've drilled it in for now like a year and a half dealing with them of like, we're your friender and we do this and we take care of them and they have our merch and they love us and all this different stuff. Yeah. And it's now just like at this point with certain clients, and we were talking today, how like we could have 500, whatever active clients, and then you're always going to have a certain portion of them though that reciprocate on both ends. They're willing to go deeper and have a genuine, real relationship where they're like, you're not just my friend or even now, you're like, we're talking about families, we're hanging out. They're not going anywhere. Yeah. They're like, we're here for the long haul. And it's like,
it's cool.
That's really cool to have that. And so I'm excited for that for you with like Mag Engineering and Stephanie and QK Bailey and all stuff. Like those are ones that I can already see. Like they love us. They love you. You cultivated that relationship first with them. That's going to imprint on them. Like it's just like, dang. Yeah. I'm excited for that for you.
Yeah. Very excited.
You have landed some really high profile clients, I feel like.
He has.
Doing the cold call.
Yeah.
He's like king of the cold call right now in here.
He's willing to get hung up on.
Yeah, the ones that don't hang up on me. Huh?
I will convert everyone that doesn't hang up on me.
I'm coming for all of you guys.
For real. What about you, Sarah? What are you most excited about?
Oh, man. So we have had a lot of changes and like I should say, we've had a lot of additions to our team, right? We have Brandon number 2.
Choo.
We have... What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
We have Josh coming on in a week, which is really exciting. I think overall, I feel like, I don't know. I think the thing I'm most excited about is just watching our team ratchet up and scale again. We spent, I feel like when you came on, Brandon, you were like early stages and the team got built out. And then, some people have come, some people have stayed. But now we're in this season where I feel like it's going to scale again. And it's going to be our first round of true role duplication where it's not just like you sat in the sales seat. I sat in the production management seat. Dan's running graphics. But now we're at this point where everyone is about to duplicate their roles. And we will like ratchet up and scale again. And that is super duper exciting for me because now I feel like, it's not all on us driving it. We actually have like a team of people behind us that are propelling the company forward, which is super exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to that. And I think we are going to crush. We are already crushing our goals, but we are going to crush them by the end of the year. So I'm really excited about that.
I just ditto on that. I'm really excited with the new machines that we got, what that's going to do for us in the next 3 to 6 months. And then with our team who has grown from 1 to 3 on the sales client relations, like in a span of 3 months, like I'm really excited for what that's going to do. And then the sales training coming up and all the different stuff. I'm excited. Us hearing it now, talking about this right here. Print Theory is going to look totally different a year from now because looking backwards and Matt on the way back from Modesto, when we did that event in Modesto over the weekend, a couple weekends ago, and we were like, we're going to show you the Print Theory podcast. And I was asking Nate, like, Nate, what episode should we show him? And Nate's like, the Deep Questions podcast episode. Like, that was a good one. And we were listening to the episode, and it was a long drive back, hour and a half long drive back for us. And we're listening to the episode, and I'm listening to the episode. I'm on the episode talking, and we're talking from something in the break room, and we're like, oh my gosh, the stuff that we talked about, like, man, where do we see Print Theory and where do we see the industry in a year from now? And what would you tell, yourself or someone else if you hired, for your position? And it's all this stuff like, oh my gosh, we're living this literally right now. And it was almost a year exactly from the date. And so it just got me extra energized to be like, dang, okay, year from now, we're here talking about this right now. Print Theory is going to look insanely different, which is awesome and very terrifying at the same point. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah. That's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, when you get to this, you start getting up there in size, right? Growth looks really different. So in this company, we try to double in size every year. And we typically, we average really, really close to that. So when you start getting bigger, doubling in size is very transformative.
Yeah. You're saying we got goals with the goals 2 years ago and goals a year ago are drastically different than the goals we have this year.
Oh, I know. And it's funny. I was telling Dan the other day some of the stuff that I was like have in the back of my mind. And he's looked at me and he was like, Sarah, I don't even know how this may be possible. I was like, just trust me.
Just trust our team.
We're going to get there. We broke it down to some numbers. We have some sales goals. We know what our KPIs are. We know how much rejection we have to stomach to get there. Everyone's willing to do it. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. And so I'm all about it. You heard it here first. I think that's it for this episode here. We just wanted to introduce you, Matt, talk a little bit. We have more episodes coming up. So stay tuned because we're going to introduce another new member of the Print Theory team. And that is Brandon number 2, a.k.a. Brandon Burton.
Brandon Burton.
That is all for this episode. See you guys later.
Can I say one thing before?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I just want to thank Sarah and Dan and Brandon for helping me a lot with coming in, making me feel comfortable, like I'm part of the team, really understanding and just making me feel just at home here and just the peace that I feel while working here. It's really, really comforting knowing I don't have to fake who I'm at a different place. I can be like who I am here. And like you can tell, like the love of Jesus is here. And I really appreciate that because I've always wanted to work somewhere where, you know, we all have like the same ideas, same ideals and goals, and everyone's just here for me. And like you always say you believe in me, and I thank you for that. For keep on pressing on that. Like, I believe in you. I believe in you. And shout out Nate too, because I'll be asking him questions when he's locked in, and like his train of focus is somewhere. And I'm like, Nate, what's this skew?
What's this?
He'll tell me, thank you, Nate. What's the markup? And you'll tell me that.
Nathan's like the backbone of the office over here. He just like holds the fort down behind the scenes.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it.
You bet. Thanks Matt, for being here.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that is it for this episode of the Print Theory Podcast. Stay tuned for the next one.